Hi, I'm Ruth Glass, and I own and operate Ruthies Botanicals out of St. Petersburg, Florida. I use locally grown, wild harvested, and organic herbs to make my herbal blends. You can check me out at ruthiesfolkstool.com, on WordPress, or Facebook.
All right, what do we have here? Mindful Spirits.
So this is an herb blend that I put together to help stay focused and help with memory throughout each day.
We could all use that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some salves and...
Yeah, this was actually my first product that I ever made and sold. This is good for minor skin abrasions, diaper rashes, that sort of thing.
All right, you got jellies here too?
These are elderberry syrup and fire cider. So fire cider is really a centuries-old recipe used to knock out colds and flus. And then, of course, elderberry syrup, everybody knows, is a strong antiviral.
Right. And you got all kinds of little oils and...
Yep, those are my herbal blends for making a cup of tea, for different needs such as digestion, colds and flu, getting through the day with memory and focus, and then going to sleep at night.
Great. Well, thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for visiting.
All right.
See you later.
All right, you want to just tell us about what your business and what you make?
So we are local glass blowers. We're based in Spring Hill, Florida. We work with a lot of the shops around here, and we do a lot of the pipes and that kind of thing. But we started with the jewelry. So this is an original character he made called the Guardian. That's kind of like his thing. He likes to do the sculptural stuff. I do more of the flower stuff.
Got globes, Christmas globes.
Yeah, they like the Christmas ornaments.
Nice. What's the name?
It's called senOiH. So we've been doing this for about 7 years. We've been full-time for the last 3 when we moved down here in December 2016. So just about 3 years we've been doing this full-time. And
how can somebody purchase from you? Do you have an online store, or?
We do have a website for our jewelry and stuff. If you just Google senOiH, SENOIH, you'll find us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and then at gmail.com if you want to email us. He takes custom orders, and that's the best way to get what you want, because our website's really just the more higher-end jewelry and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's great. Well, we'll put a link to you at in the description of this video.
Cool.
So thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Judson Gibbons, and I am the creator and founder of Florida Urban Homesteading and Florida Urban Agriculture. We're a Florida-based 501c3. We believe in getting back to your roots, but we actually started as a backyard poultry an organization to get it enacted in the cities and counties that have banned it. And from there we just kind of evolved into what we are now, where we teach people about edible education, growing your own food, getting back to your roots, bringing back some of the things that we've lost through the years, industrialization, and centering ourselves in urban centers has made us lose the techniques and the knowledge that we had to live out in the country. And so we're trying to bring that back a little bit. And so as part of that, we have a nursery that funds our nonprofit. It also works in the community in order to do education. And then we have wonderful farmers like Devora. Yeah, I gotcha. Dairy farmer, singer, everyday people farm, and you wouldn't know that they're a farmer, but I know them all, most of them. And I don't know, it's just something a lot of people are moving back to. We don't trust our food supply. You can't go to the store and buy something and you actually know what's in it. So we're on it. More people are getting back to your roots. And that's where we come in with our education, advocacy, pushing for stronger labeling laws, import restrictions. We're just involved in a lot of areas now. But when it's all said and done, it comes back to feeding our community, teaching our community to feed itself, and neighbors sharing information with each other.
That's what our channel is all about. So you want to tell everybody how to get a hold of your organization?
Absolutely.
I know you have a website where people can order plants.
Well, they don't just order plants there. We're going to be doing a new initiative this year where we keep the website updated and get a webmaster so that we can put our little library of information on it. If you want to know how to grow a tomato, there will be information on growing a tomato. You can buy a tomato, well, not a tomato, but a fruit tree or something like that from the site. But we're FloridaUrbanAg.org. FloridaUrbanAg.org. And I'm located in Groveland, Florida. I'm at 17443, Florida 33. Groveland, Florida 34736. If you want, you come visit us out there and see what we're growing, see how we're doing it. We try to integrate new techniques with some of the old stuff, and at the same time getting rid of things like throwing mothballs out on the ground for snakes. Please don't. Ricks don't work on ants, and I don't know, we need the honeybees. So save the bees.
And I can personally vouch, I've gotten a lot of plants from Judson here, and he does have good quality, plants.
They
Thanks,
have
sir.
great plants. Unfortunately, my goats love them.
See, we feed goats too.
All right, thanks for letting us know about your organization. And he
Yes,
is
sir.
also the guy that set up this whole ag.
I am. I do this event twice a year. We just started last year. And what I wanted to do is give an opportunity for farmers and crafters and vendors to come out here and show what they can do. We have some very cool stuff out here. We got glass blowing. We got regraping hyper-tuber plant pot making. We've got CBD oil. We've got knitters and crochet artists. We've got quail. Alexander Douglas is out here with her new quail book. Quail eggs, chicks. It's amazing to see what these farmers are doing on their own. They're publishing themselves. The information's out there, and I know everybody loves Google, but take it from somebody that's got 12 years of experience doing this and wrote a book for you. Alexander Douglas, I can't remember the name of the book, now I feel bad. It's on Amazon.
It's we have an interview with her, and she talks about her book. So
outstanding. So we want to promote our local farms. We want to promote our farmers. Some of these people have been with me for 4 years doing this, and I want to push and make them bigger. And we kind of consider ourselves a small business engine, because when people promote through us, when they promote through our events, They don't pay us. They pay for their spot like any other vendor, but they don't pay us to promote. They don't pay us to advertise. We like to do it. We want to push them out there. We want to make them successful, and they show us their support.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
This is all Ecocanna Health's products. We do everything from the internal tinctures to specially made tinctures and specially made creams for different conditions and overall health. But basically what we do is we've got everything from the horse supplements to people and dogs and cats, and basically what I do is grow up in Vermont, all organically and clean. Once it's past harvest time, then I go through and infuse the hemp that's been grown cleanly, and also infuse it and then cold press it, and then in oil-based of some sort product, and then you go through and you have it tested, and then it's ready to go in the bottle and be a product. And basically my company is Ecocanna Health, and I am a certified cannabis instructor, and try to promote as much local and cleanly grown products as you can.
That's awesome. How do people get a hold of you? Can they buy online, or?
I do have several retail locations around Central Florida, and then also I do have a website, ecocannahealth.com.
Awesome. Thanks for showing us
Thank
around
you.
and telling us about your company.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Our company is called the Crafty Gamer. We are a tabletop-inspired merchandise shop. You can find us at thecraftygamer.com. We have a line of product called the Aromas of Adventure. They're a series of scented products like candles, reed diffusers, wax melts, and room sprays. That's meant to kind of enhance your immersion when playing tabletop-oriented games like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, or even board games like Betrayal, whatever your preference is. We currently have 20 scents lined up. We release new scents every single month. You can find us on our social media at Crafty Gamer Shop, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. But yeah, that's pretty much the sum of what we do.
Oh, great. Thanks for telling us about your company and your candles.
Thank you for stopping by. I am Dianna. I'm with Lady D's, from trees to teas. I carry a lot of what I call food forest essential items to get you started with your food forest, or just your backyard garden, to make you feel as if you're becoming self-sufficient, or you're attaining something and you're not just always failing at doing your gardening. Very reasonably priced items. Start on that side here. And
Okay.
I have 3 different types of bananas there. Those are the apple bananas. Those take a little bit longer to mature into fruit, but they send up a lot of shoots on them, and they're considered a dessert item. In between that, those 2 are Cavendish. Cavendish is your supermarket type bananas.
Right. Are they the dwarf or are they the full size?
Dwarf Cavendish, they top out at probably 6-7 feet. As the supermarket type banana, it means that you can have them green and cook them, boil or fried, or you can wait for them to ripen up. So you can actually enjoy the fruit from, you don't have to wait until everything goes ripe to start enjoying
Yeah, you
what
can eat
you
them
have.
like a plantain, or you can eat
Yes.
them like a banana.
Yes, those are Cuban plantains.
Ah.
So those are true plantains. Spanish lime, or guinepes, is what this is called here. And in front of it, those are acres. I have some moringa, the tree of life, a must-have in your food forest. If you don't have this plant, you must have this plant. If you're in an area where it's cold in the winter time, you put it in a pot so you can drag it in and protect it. There are ways to protect your younger plants when it gets cool. I suggest to everybody, when it's this narrow, you get a pool noodle and you wrap it with the pool noodle to protect it over the winter months, and your plant will survive.
That is awesome.
Okay.
I never thought of that.
I have coffee back here, some small ones. This is our Jamaican coffee.
Now, will they grow in zone 9B, our
Yes.
area here?
I'm 9B, 10A, so they don't like too much sun. I
Right.
have mine growing, and I have this size. I have 2 of my plants that actually seeded, and I have coffee from them. So
Awesome.
this one definitely you will have coffee from next year if you get this one. Malango.
That's the
another root.
edible, it's like the elephant ear, or the
Yeah.
relative of the elephant ear, but edible roots.
Yeah, that's an edible root. I have some guava, turmeric, mango. If you have patience, you can have this, or you can use it to graft. Suriname cherry. I have white mulberry, Pakistani mulberry.
Oh,
I
nice.
have yucca. That's the edible yucca. Pull it out of the ground and you can eat it. It's not toxic. Okiwana spinach is in the front. The leaves on the back are purple. Yeah, this is how you know it's not the one and not the longevity spinach. You see the back of the leaf? The color is different. Here, these agaves you plant underneath your windows so that your children can't sneak out and burglars can't get in. So it's when your burglar system fails, this is they can't get through this. They will get torn up, okay? And your children will stay home and not sneak out when you're old and tired and you go to sleep. Okay? This is what we call in Jamaica we call this hog plum. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hog plum.
Yes. Hard seed. When it ripens up, it's red, and the skin is a little thick. But it's nice to, you suck it off and spit the seeds out, and you move on. It's a nice fruit to have in the yard. When we're kids, we ate them, so you kept busy in the summertime. Florida elderberry, a must-have. Clean all that mucus off your chest when you start getting sick. You have to have this plant.
That's something I need to get at my food forest.
Okay, and so we are over on this side now. We have, this is Tamron. This is the tart type, not the sweet Tamron.
The cooking type you cook with.
Or we make a drink out of it, and we also make a candy
Ah, okay.
out of it. You can do a soft candy where it's just the syrupy, and you
Right.
you kind of
I know Thai
cook
dishes,
it.
they use it in a lot of dishes.
It's for sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use that. Or we make what we call a Tamarind Ball, where we use the sugar, we ball it up, and we keep it as candy, and you eat them. Don't eat too much at one time. You might have issues. This is a coffee again, and then these are I'm gonna cheat. Loquat.
Ah. Something else everybody in Florida should have.
Should have. Nice fruit to have, easy to grow. As with any of your trees, you can tame them, so you don't have anything growing that only the squirrels and the birds get food. You also get to eat from it. This is a pigeon pea. Pigeon pea is very good to have. If you have animals, when they're young, not when they're dry, you can use them as a protein source for your chickens. When you
Great
cut-
nitrogen fixer.
Yeah, great, that too. And when you cut them back, you can give, if you have goats, the goats will enjoy them. I have Kola nuts. Kola nut also can grow into a huge tree, but like with everything else, you can tame your trees. The Kola nut is good. We call it busy in Jamaica, and we usually use it when you think that you have food poisoning or you ate something that was bad. You make a tea. It has a nut. We grate it down and dry it. So that's how we store it. You make a tea, and when you make that tea, you either throw up or you expel it, and usually after that, you're good. If not, then you need to seek physical
Medical attention.
So you
Immediately.
don't eat kola nut for pleasure.
Not usually. There are probably other uses, but that's how you know about it. I have a lot of aloe. This is not the edible aloe. This is the one
That's
for
soap aloe.
Yeah, for cuts, bruises, soaps, yes, that type of stuff. The edible aloe didn't make it on the van. This is turkey berry. We call it susumba. It's in the eggplant family, nightshade. We usually eat it with fish. Has some medical. A lot of the people from like Cambodia, the islands, use this as a food source. Nestorium, you know, you can eat the flowers, and it helps to have this in your garden because when it helps to prevent some bugs.
It's a good companion plant for
Yes.
bugs, yes.
Cuban oregano, Mexican mint, Cuban thyme. This is now being used as a fat reducer.
Really?
The sumo wrestler who was overweight almost died and lost all that weight. When I looked on the backstory, this is the leaf that popped up. And they're calling it Mexican thyme or Mexican mint.
Mexican mint.
Actually, I have some cowpeas. This is the
You have fun here with the chickens. We're going to go do the maize.
Malabar spinach, the red. You see the stem?
Yep.
And so the leaves are going to have the same purple on the back. Edible ginger. This is leaf of life.
What is that?
Leaf of life, also medicinal. Yucca sticks. And this is another one of the tree spinaches. You stick it in the ground, water it, and it will grow. Jackfruit.
Ah,
Thank
okay.
you. That's why I said you need to edit.
Oh, I'll be editing.
And we have some small,
Moringa. That's the big
plant.
leaf, right?
yeah, the yellow dragon fruit. This one is easy to grow. This particular one you can cut in, you can get a lot of cuttings off this, and by next year, even if you clip this one down here, by next year you will have fruit on this one. I have some edible yam that if anybody came to get the food forest package, they would get one. And the edible yam, you notice the seed looks different from your air potatoes. And all of these you plant back and you get more yam, so it keeps giving you. It's a root food, and you boil it and eat it the same way you would eat potatoes with food. Or you can actually roast it, not bake. Actually roast like on the barbecue grill type roasting. And I have my teas as usual. Different types of teas for different purposes. I have the garlic and honey that you need for your chest. I have some soursop leaf. I have some moringa powder and some lemongrass that you can use. It's already milled up, so you can use it for soaps or you can make tea. And I have my pepper pickle, which is a mix of our Scotch bonnet pepper with carrots and onions preserved in vinegar.
Great. You want to tell us how to get a hold of you and to buy your...
I have a Facebook page. It's called Lady Bees under gardening, and that's probably the best way to send me a message.
Awesome.
I can give you my number. My number is 561-201-0236.
Great. Thanks for showing us around and telling us about all your great plants. Very informative.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, I'm Casey Taylor. I'm with Soaped and Feathered, and I am the owner and artisan of the soaps that you just saw. All of my soaps are made with palm oil, coconut oil, olive oil, canola oil, shea butter, and stearic acid. I use micas and then high crafted scents. Don't know what to say.
You want to tell us about some of your soaps? Like I see blueberry.
Oh, yes. Yep. I have blueberry, which actually smells just like blueberry. Elderberry is probably one of my favorites. It's one of my newer ones. I also do the owl soaps. One of my most popular though is my Santa's pipe right here. It actually smells like a cherry Swisher Sweet or a cherry tobacco. And then this one is also probably one of my other most popular, Mother's Love. It's just kind of a mixture of all sorts of different florals. I also make smudgers, I make feathered jewelry, a little bit of other odds and ends when I feel like it.
Well, how do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Facebook at Soaped and Feathered, and I don't have a website right now.
Do people contact you through Facebook to order stuff?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, that's great. Thanks for showing us around.
Thank you very much.
About your products.
Hi, I'm Claudia from the Garden Homestead. We have a little homestead about 1.25 acres in Arcadia, and my husband makes barbecue rubs and I make jellies and jams. I have a little craft business under the name Nina's Closet. We have a bunch of animals, turkeys, ducks, chickens, rabbits, a nice big Great Pyrenees mixed dog to keep everybody safe. And if you're interested in seeing what we have, you can find us on Facebook at the Garden Homestead, or on Facebook at From Nina's Closet.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Great. These are jams and jellies.
Jams and jellies, yes.
Lemon, lavender. Oh, those are really nice sounding.
I try to keep them interesting.
Smoked watermelon, blueberry smoked poblano peppers. Oh, sounds great. And the rubs. Got something for all the guys too.
I do. I have 4 different flavors on the rubs.
This is actually, hi, my name is Linda Jarvis of Wood and Wool, and I've been a knitter for a really long time, and I started turning wood a couple years ago because I like making pretty things that are functional. Functional things don't have to be ugly, they don't have to be commonplace, and it's fun. I do it mostly for a hobby. Wood turning has become my new obsession because it's more fun than any grown-up should be able to have. And it's really cool because you work with a piece of wood, you never really know what's in a tree and what you're working with until you actually cut into it and start making things. And I can start with one idea in mind, and the wood kind of tells me whether that's a good idea or not once I get into it. So I can start out with one thing and end up with something completely different. Which makes it fun, makes it challenging, makes it interesting, keeps me on my toes.
Great. Do you have an online store, or how?
No, I don't. I do have. I am on Instagram, and I mostly feature my crafts on Instagram. It's Wood and Wool, WDNWOOL, and anything that I post is for sale because I don't do things really to order. I make things because I like to make things, and then if people want to buy them, that's awesome. It's kind of my philosophy of vending. So
that's awesome. You got some beautiful pieces here.
Yeah, a lot of the wood that's highly figured like this came from a tree that came down during Hurricane Irma. Came down in my backyard from an oak tree, and then I have pieces out of birch that I literally took out of the firewood pile on our property in North Carolina. We had to take down a couple of trees. And
yeah, I love your goblets.
Thank you. Okay, that one is mahogany. And I use food-safe finishes on everything. Most of them are finished with a mixture of beeswax and raw linseed oil. And then I also use tung oil and Danish oil, and then I do have a few things that are finished with a urethane-based finish that is food safe once it's cured, and I never bring anything out before it's cured. So.
Well, great. Thanks for telling us about your hobby and your products.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm Kathy Price, and I'm the owner of the Little Green Oasis. It's an aromatherapy company that I started probably about 10 years ago. And I started out with some health issues, and that's how I got involved in doing aromatherapy. I currently make about 81 different products, and I grow all of my herbs and spices that I use in my products, as well as all my flowers. I write for 2 magazines and do book reviews for new authors. So this is my life. This is how I live my life now, compared to what it used to be. And yeah, you can come out and see me. I make lotions, I make healing products. All my soaps are for some type of healing benefit behind them. I have marketplace items that I make, teas from my herbs and that I grow at home. I have many different kinds of mints that I grow, 8 different kinds.
Awesome. How can people get a hold of you to buy your products?
Okay, I'm local here in Groveland, and I have a phone number, 440-836-4063. I also have a Facebook page, a website, www.thelittlegreenoasis.com, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Great. Thanks for telling us about your products.
Thank you.
These are Hemp Straights. We call them straights because they're the alternative to cigarettes. They have no nicotine, they have no tobacco, and they have very little THC within the legal limits here in the state of Florida. They're grown and manufactured in Tennessee, and as soon as we can in Florida, we'll probably be looking to do the same here, creating jobs and opportunity and all that sort of stuff. These are our hemp polos that we have packaged up. These are just items that are to promote hemp. They don't have any hemp in them, but everything else that you'll see here in a second do have hemp in it. This is some of the different things that hemp can do in the history of hemp. And as we move around here, this is our Hemp for Water table. What Hemp for Water does is clean our lakes and rivers utilizing hemp plants, growing hemp plants directly on the water column to allow them to feed off the nitrogen and phosphorus, which are our 2 heaviest contaminants in our rivers and lakes. And these are some hemp bags and hemp t-shirts that we have.
So you can actually grow the hemp in the water or around
on the water, aquaponically, hydroponically, however you want to look at it. We're setting up with biomats that we situate the plants on. The roots grow down into the water column and they feed off the excess nitrogen and phosphorus.
Oh, that's great. And then you got t-shirts
and then our polos. And our hemp polos are our fundraiser. This is a hemp polo that is 55% hemp and 45% organic cotton and bamboo blend, and comes with the Hemp for Water logo on it. We're asking for $60 on these. A $20 donation goes directly to the Hemp for Water effort. And Hemp for Water is in the process of becoming a 501c3 non-for-profit.
Great.
So all those donations become tax deductible.
Well, thank you. We appreciate all the information.
Well, we thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. You
Thanks
have
for
a great
having
day.
us.
Thank you.
That's good. How you doing? My name's Levi. I'm with Southern Grown Vegetable Plant Nursery. We're out of Lottie, Florida. We provide quality plants to the whole state of Florida and beyond. We do a lot of shipping to Georgia, Alabama, and other states. We specialize in all the exotic peppers, anything from common to exotic, regular vegetables. We're getting into more of the exotic fruits, stuff like that. If you want to check us out, you can look us up on Facebook, Southern Grown Vegetable Plant Nursery, or Southern Growers Pepper Nursery and more.
Awesome. You got some jellies here?
Yes, sir. We got all of our popular varieties: strawberry, pomegranate, grapefruit, pineapple, sweet tea, one of our #1 sellers.
Sweet tea.
Spiced apple, spiced blueberry. We got quite a few more. Peach Ghost Jam is one of our up-and-coming popular ones.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's got a little bit of kick, but the peach flavor kind of knocks it down a little bit for great flavor. We got our popular apple butter. We got some different than what we did in spring. Since we're doing a fall show, we're doing some of our chocolate items. We got pepper infused chocolate. We got our homemade seasonings and pure pepper powders. We got some of our samples for that, and our custom seasonings.
That's nice. It's interesting that you're doing pepper infused chocolates, because I know the Incas, where the chocolates come from, they mixed peppers powder in with their chocolates.
Yeah. We decided to go ahead and try that, see how it would sell, and it's been doing pretty good for our first time event item.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing us around and telling us about you.
Thank you.
I'll get a card and I'll put all your links in the comments of the video.
All right.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Douglas. I'm owner of Stellar Game Birds Poultry Waterfowl, and we specialize in Coturnix quail and heritage animals, emus, dairy goats, and many more. I just published my newest book, the Quail Lady's Guide to Raising Coturnix on the Homestead, and I hope you guys check it out.
Would you like to tell us how to get a hold of you, how to order your books?
Sure. My books are available on Amazon as Kindle and paperback, and you can visit my website at stellargamebirds.net. We just opened our blog site, which is 5acresandestiny.com.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome to Tindel Den Pottery today here in lovely Groveland at Lake Catherine's Blueberry Farm. We're just thrilled to be here. We have pottery hand thrown by Chuck Byer. He's been doing it about 5 years. We're out of Lake Wales, and all of it is food grade, and it is microwave and oven safe and dishwasher safe, and all of it is sustainable pottery, meaning that you can pass it on to future generations.
And you want to show us some of the stuff that he does? The clock is really neat.
The clock, this is one of his very first pieces, and he just went at it, and then he did the hands and everything on it. I love the glaze to it. He just started doing some pots for gardening, and he had tried his hand at some artistry, and he says, I really enjoyed it, but I really like throwing pots. The honey pots, we have local beekeepers, so we make some of those for over at the bee shop. And we have over here, this is one of my favorite pieces. This is called a Buddha bowl, and you can put your salad and like your grains and your other veggie, and it's it just keeps everything kind of neat and in one spot. Really good for vegetarians.
Nice. Well, thanks. What do we got over here? Strainers?
We have berry bowls, which are perfect for over here, and it actually helps keep it because of the clay. The properties of the clay will actually help preserve it, and you might be able to keep it out in our humidity in our homes for a good day if you have any blueberries left.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing us around. I like these too, the sponge holders.
Oh, the sponge holders, yes. He has a good time doing those. And they're, they're just nice.
And how do people get a hold of you if they want to purchase?
We're on Facebook, and of course through his email, and then we have on our cards our phone number.
Awesome.
We'd love to have you come and see us.